Hola, hola everyone. My name is Gabby y bienvenidos a mi YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be giving you advice for taking care of your mind. I'm also going to be giving you a little bit of an update, and there's also a Q&A section at the end. So if you're coming from Instagram, as promised, the timestamps are in the description down below, and you can get to the Q&A section so that you can see the answer to your question. But other than that, I hope that you like this video and that you stick around. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is eat cereal because I'm really hungry. I have a collection of cereal. If you've seen my dorm tour, you see that I just have like 20 different kinds. I just eat cereal every day. It's like my midnight snack. Okay, so I'm gonna fill you in on what my week was like. I had 2 exams, bio and chem, on Monday. That was a whole thing on its own. Thankfully, they both went great. So my studying all day Sunday and every day before then worked out. Then after that, I had 3 interviews, and I've never had a job or an actual interview, so that was a little bit nerve-wracking, but I think it was a good experience, to just kind of get that practice in and notice the things that I need to do better for the next time. This week is thankfully not as crazy. I have 1 exam on Monday, so I'm not too worried about that, and then I have my second interview for one of the interviews I had this last week because I made it to the next round, so I'm pretty excited about that. Hopefully that goes well. Something I'm gonna recommend to you guys that are coming into college, if you have a very stressful week where you just feel like you're gonna go crazy, Friday night, just take a break, relax a little bit, take care of yourself, make yourself feel a little better. That's just something important to keep in mind, to also take care of your brain because you're using it all the time to study. So sometimes you just need to take a step back to relax so that you can reboot and get it going the next day. It's a Saturday and I don't do anything school related on Saturdays, and this is something that I cannot recommend enough to people. You're gonna have time to study every other day of the week. Set that time that you study apart and then make it intentional about trying to get as much as you can done. You'll never be 100% prepared. That's just how it is. And that was something for me that was hard to accept. Just get yourself familiarized with the material as much as you can during those days of the week. And then take a day off completely. You're not wasting time. You're setting that time to take a break from your week so that you don't burn out in studying. So far, it has worked really well for me. I have done well on every exam that I've taken in college, and I think in part is because I'm giving myself a break in the week regardless of what I have going on. And that's my spiel on that. I'm sorry it was very long, but I can just say that at the beginning of the year it was really hard for me to make sure that I was also taking care of my mental health, and I was spreading myself too thin. And this semester I've seen a very big difference in how I feel because I've been more intentional about giving myself time outside of what I do for school. And now I'm going to eat because I'm starving because I have not had any food except for cereal this morning, and I'm going to be eating chicken and rice that I had from the cafeteria yesterday because I was like, I'm not going out tomorrow, so we got that, and yeah. Please tell me I'm not the only one who still drinks Capri Suns, because in my opinion they're so convenient to put in your fridge and just grab them whenever. And this one is fruit punch. What was your favorite Capri Sun flavor, and do you still drink it? Question numero uno. So my first question was about how important it is to develop a relationship with your professor. I would say it's always a plus to establish a friendly connection with all of your professors. But when it comes to nurturing a relationship, consider the class that the professor teaches and see if they can help you find different opportunities for education, for professional enrichment. So for example, I am thinking about going maybe into the healthcare field. So it would be a good idea for me to establish a good relationship with a science professor, because then they can give me opportunities that maybe I wouldn't find otherwise on campus, but with their connection, I can find these opportunities to develop professionally. Since they get to know you well and since they get to know your work ethic, they can be a good source for a letter of recommendation into grad school or a different professional program. The second question that I got was about the number of credits that you should take in a semester. And I've always heard that 15 is the golden number, but that can vary from school to school. So that's something that I would make sure I consult with about with your advisor. If you don't know how credits work, no worries. I had no idea when I graduated from high school. It just means the number of hours that you're going to be in a class, taking that class a week. So if you have a 3-credit class, that just means that you're going to be taking that class 3 hours of the week. I'm pretty sure that's how they work, but you know, it's always good to consult with your advisor. And speaking about advisors, the school will provide you with one, because the next question is about how do you develop your own schedule, and they play a pretty important role when it comes to that. Essentially, they will help you enroll in your courses. A lot of the time, freshman year, there's not a lot of wiggle room for the classes that you're taking, depending on the major that you're in. So they will, I guess, help you figure out what classes and what times work best for you. And yeah, it's pretty simple. As time goes by and as you get further into your college education, then you will have more flexibility in your schedule, more room for electives, and you'll get a little bit more freedom when choosing your classes. Something to keep in mind when choosing number of credits and the classes that you're going to be taking is the difficulty level of the classes. So make sure that you have enough difficult and easy and medium classes to, I guess, balance them out so that you can do well in all of your classes. The next question was about why did I choose this college, or how did I know that this university was the one? And I made a video about this, so go check that out if you haven't. But essentially, I just thought that Umkc was very education focused, and I wanted to be with other like-minded people that were focused in doing well in school. And I also loved the campus. It is, in my opinion, super pretty. There's a lot of nature. But yeah, if you want a more in-depth explanation, go check that video out. I also had a really good tour guide, so in my opinion that it's always a plus because they were able to answer all of my questions. So if you find yourself in a situation where you like a college but maybe your tour guide didn't answer all the questions that you wanted to know about that college, just outsource, watch videos like this and do your own research about what the college is like, maybe talk to other students, and maybe it is the right fit for you. And the last question is the biggest one because I had to think about this one. It is, what was the biggest change that I did not expect, coming into college? And honestly, that's a difficult question. I think that a lot of changes happened, and I kind of want to make a video about that on its own. But thinking about it, I would say is that I didn't expect the amount of material covered in a single exam. Coming from high school, I thought, okay, it is going to be a lot of more material, but I didn't expect it to be like 8 chapters per exam or something like that. And that is kind of what hit me. It was a little bit overwhelming at the beginning, but I think that you learn with each exam how to study for them. So it's not something that you can't do. Keep in mind that you are capable of more than what you think. So don't get super intimidated by the amount of material that is given. Because yeah, there's different ways, resources that you can use to better understand the material. For example, my college provides tutoring, extra review sessions. There's also YouTube that can explain concepts that maybe you don't understand. So yeah, that's something that I didn't necessarily expect. I also made a video about things that I learned that helped me study during my first year of college, so maybe if you want more tips about that, go check that out. And I guess something else that I didn't expect, which I would like to mention, is the amount of time that you have free, but not really. That is time that you have between classes, but honestly, you should be working on something. So you have a lot of more freedom with your time, but just keep in mind that you need to use that time wisely and not just waste it, because there's always something that you can do. And those are all the questions I have for right now, but if you have more questions that you would like me to answer, go follow at life_with_Gabs so that you can ask me your questions. That's usually where I will try to interact with you guys so that I can know what you're interested in or topic ideas that you want me to cover. So make sure to do that. That is all for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it and I hope that it was helpful to you. If you want to see more videos like this one, make sure to like and subscribe so that you see the videos when they come up. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much for watching and stopping by, and have a wonderful day. And wish me luck because I have part 2 of my interview that I talked about earlier today, so hopefully that goes well. Anyway, see you guys.